I'm Dr. Nick Johnson, and I'm out again on the campaign trail. And education is one of those issues that keeps coming up, particularly that of school funding and the reduction in the budgets. It's funny, being a parliamentary candidate here in Huntingdon, sometimes you have to go back to school. Brampton Village Primary School is well respected, like many of the schools in this area, and like many in Cambridgeshire, it's struggling with the issue of reduced funding. I received this letter myself from the head teacher of another school, directed to me personally, telling me that the head teacher was one of 3,000 colleagues over 14 counties who was so worried about the issue of school funding had decided to inform all the parents to make sure that it was brought up on the doorstep. Little did he know that in writing to me, he was actually writing as a prospective parliamentary candidate. I think what was most telling was all the information, the issues that the professionals currently providing education to my children, your children, what was really causing them concerns. This letter highlighted some real issues that even I, as the parliamentary candidate, was shocked to discover. At the present time, there is plans for a £3 billion withdrawal of funding from schools in England. In real terms, that will mean, per pupil, per head, a drop of 8% in total funding. It's also true to say that we're seeing increasing numbers in pupils. It's increasingly difficult to recruit for certain specialties. We're particularly talking about here the sciences, the mathematics. And at the same time, as I've seen in my own personal experience, more and more schools are having to ask for financial contributions, not for luxuries, but for the essentials to deliver the high quality care that we want for all of our children. So what does this letter mean for all of us? The announcement of a reduction in funding means that in terms of the effects, we'll have not enough teachers. There's going to be redundancies, not only with the teaching staff, but with support staff. The class sizes will start increasing. We'll have a reduced number of subjects. As numbers of teachers are decreased, the ability to deliver a wide-ranging curriculum is hampered. As the curriculum becomes more narrow, the individual talents are harder to nurture. In addition, the actual facilities where the children are being taught need continued maintenance. In writing the letter, the head teacher said it was an apolitical process and he wanted all the parents to ask all the candidates what are their answers to this problem around school funding. The Labour Party has those answers because the Labour Party is ambitious for every child. It's thinking big, and just like we have a great pride in our National Health Service, we're now looking to establish something called the National Education Service. And more importantly, it will be for the many and not just the few. To deliver such a bold vision for the future education of our children, we need to stop the cuts to school budgets and deliver a real terms increase in funding. Class sizes need to be kept at a level below 30 for all children between 5, 6 and 7 years of age. The Labour Party has also pledged to introduce universal free school meals for all primary school children. For older children, we want to bring back the education maintenance allowance and maintenance grants for those students going on higher education from lower and middle income families. And at the highest end, in terms of adult education, we need to scrap the fees on adult courses for those looking to retrain or upskill. When you receive a letter from the head teacher of your kid's school, you take notice. I don't suppose the head teacher was writing to me directly, but when I did receive it, it made me even more committed to make sure that I campaigned harder in Huntingdon to make sure that we get the education that all our children deserve. I am committed to ensure that we deliver a better future through the education of our children. On June the 8th, the people of Huntingdon have a choice, be it in Brampton, St Neots, St Ives, Huntingdon or one of the many other villages. They will know that if they vote for me, Dr. Nick Johnson, the Labour Party candidate, they will be voting for an investment in education and no more cuts on the school's budget. I hope my little film has shown how committed I am to making sure that the future of our children and our children's schools is safe in the hands of the Labour Party. Thank you for your time.